What up, fellow Guardians? My name is Cell Games, and today Xur is on Nessus. But before we get into the Xur video, I would just like to let you know that my thoughts on the TWAB this week, as well as Void 3.0, is going to come a little bit late. I have some family stuff to do, so I'll probably have it out at earliest Sunday. So until then, let's continue with the video. You can find Xur over here on the right side of the map in the Watcher's Grave. As always, every single week, make sure you grab your exotic Cypher and do the quests so you can get your exotic Cypher and grab an exotic that you're missing either from the kiosk or be able to grab a second exotic from his inventory. The exotic weapon this week is the Graviton Lance. The exotic perk is Black Hole. Second shot of a burst rips a hole through space-time, doing high damage and recoil with no fall off. Secondary perk is Cosmology. Hits with this weapon cause enemy targets to detonate and spawn void projectiles that track. Graviton Lance does have some ornaments that you can achieve, so if you don't like its original look, you can always put a skin over it. It also has a catalyst, which I believe you can get from strikes, which gives it better target acquisition. If you do not have a Graviton Lance, I suggest that you do invest in getting one, especially now, and completing its catalyst, because apparently with Void 3.0, as well as the exotic weapon changes, if you didn't know, exotic weapons are going to be doing a buff of plus 40% damage to rank and file enemies in PvE. And that means its Cosmology explosions is going to be doing 40% increased damage as well. I hear this weapon is going to be a beast when it comes down to ad clear. So if you do not already have this, if you do not already have its catalyst done, I suggest that you do it right now as soon as possible. The Hunter exotic is the Lucky Raspberry. Or Raspberry. I'm gonna go with Raspberry. Probability Matrix is its exotic perk. Increases the chaining capabilities of arc bolt grenades and has a chance to recharge it each time it deals damage. A full chain always recharges. This one has 16 discipline as well as 15 resilience and mobility, which isn't the worst. Could definitely use more recovery. If you don't have one, this would definitely be decent enough. I don't know whether Arc 3.0 or Solar 3.0. I guess it would be Solar 4.0. I don't know. Either way, you may want to have these on hand for whenever they update the Arc subclass. This may not be the role for you, but I would say at least try and get one before Arc 3.0. The Titan exotic is the Mask of the Quiet One. It's got 65 stat total overall. Its exotic perk is Dreaded Visage. Grants ability energy when you're damaged. When critically wounded, gain maximum health on kills. Mobility is way too high for me at 15. Resilience is 16, which is good. Discipline is 16, which is decent considering that this is an ability exotic. Decent on strength if you masterwork it and you would like more intellect and recovery. Arguably this is not the worst one I've seen. You definitely would want a better one. This is one of those grab it until you get a better. I believe it has a couple of ornaments or just one. Look at that. Remove that mask. For now, it's not very meta, but it is very serviceable, especially in solo Titan play. But I would necessarily, I won't necessarily recommend this. You never know. Maybe Void 3.0 will have some sort of crazy combination with this. But until then, I would just say put this in your vault until something, you know, maybe a YouTuber comes up with a crazy build, or you can make your own. The Warlock exotic is the Winter's Guile. Warlord Sigil is an exotic perk. Eliminating enemies with melee attacks increases your melee damage. This is definitely decent with 1-2 punch build. Maybe there will be a crazy build with Void 3.0. This one has crazy recovery as well as crazy intellect with a 61 overall Even if this wasn't a good exotic, I would just grab it for the stats. But yeah, there really isn't much more I need to say. 1-2 punch shotguns are great. This is a great 1-2 punch exotic, and you could not ask for better stats. Arguably, you would want better strength, considering this is a melee centric, but it just says melee kills. It doesn't say melee ability kills. So I'm going to grab this, making it clear that you should grab it yourself. For weapons this week, I'm going to recommend this Gnawing Hunger. Subsistence Demolitionist is not going to be bad next season. Maybe you'll find other auto rifles that have this, but for now, this is what you can get. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a mag increasing perk. This one will definitely be decent for PvP, but honestly, since you know I'm not, if you've been following the channel for a while, I'm not a PvP main. This is decent for PvE, so grab this one. The 7-star CQC is not bad. You would arguably want auto-loading holster for PvE, but it does come with small bore, full choke, and a mag increasing perk right here. And you would definitely want, in my opinion, assault mag over a mag increasing perk, but this is definitely not bad. If you're a PvP person, you could probably grab this as well. This Temptations hook is also pretty decent. Comes with jagged edge. I'll probably go with Enduring Guard over Burst Guard. You got Tireless Blade, which you get sword ammo for killing enemies with a powered attack. There's a caster frame, and they reduce the amount that it costs in order to send that arc wave flying. And this also has Vorpal Weapon, so we don't know whether or not they're going to have anything for swords next season, but it's definitely something that you would want to have in your vault just in case. As for Titan Armor, this helmet is not bad. Has a decent amount of intellect. You can get plus 21 if you masterwork it. Has way too much mobility that I would care for though. Same thing for these boots. Has a good amount of recovery, good amount of strength, way too much mobility for my liking. But you don't have a decent pair of the, in these slots, I would say grab them. For hunters, I would say this chest piece isn't bad. Got 15 intellect, 15 recovery, 14 strength. Arguably you want 3 15s if you can't get a 20, so this is not a bad stat spread for a hunter. As well as this helmet, you got 23 discipline, 18 recovery, which turns to 20 recovery if you masterwork it. Not too big on resilience for hunters, but it's not bad. I would say grab this helmet as well as this chest plate if you're a hunter main for future builds. For warlocks, this chest piece is pretty good. You get 20 if you masterwork it, and then you also have the added bonus of 25 intellect. Mobility is a little bit too high, and as well as this, maybe not. These boots though, not bad. If you masterwork it, you get 20 recovery as well as 22 strength. You never know, you might need it for that strength build for these gauntlets. Maybe. So I would say grab these boots as well as this chest piece. Maybe these gauntlets. Well, that's it for today's video. Like I said, next upload about 3.0 Void as well as the TWAB will probably be this Sunday. Don't forget to like the video if you found this video useful. Comment down below whether or not you'll be picking up anything from Xur. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.